Live.
Yay!
Hey, everybody. It's Mr. Greg. Thank you so much for joining us. We are so excited that you are here. I'm excited to be joined by the one and only MaríaMercedes Champion. Hey, MaríaMercedes.
Hey, how are you? So nice seeing you.
Good to see you. Thank you so much to everyone for taking time out of their evening to hang out with us. We're very excited to get to talk tonight to Mercedes about alphabet knowledge and Elevate and teaching and life. So, and we know it's the end of the school year, and we know how exhausted we all are, and we're all stressed out and overwhelmed. So, thank you all so much for taking the time to hang out with us.
Take a break. Take a break with us.
Right, take a break, relax a little bit, have a little bit of fun, win some prizes because we're giving away a ticket to Elevate Virtual, and we're also giving away one of our Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord Groovy planners. So if you want to win one of our prizes tonight, all you have to do is hit the share button, invite your friends to join us as we talk about alphabet knowledge, and then get in the comments. And the more you comment, the more you share, the more chances you have to win. So Mercedes, how are you? Tell us about yourself. Introduce yourself.
I'm doing awesome. My name is MaríaMercedes Champion. I'm a pre-K teacher, a bilingual teacher. I have been teaching pre-K for 19 years. That's what I love to do. Almost the end of the year, so I know how tired everybody is. And that's why we're here, taking a little break so you don't have to think about doing anything right now with school. Take your break, win your prizes, and be ready to learn a little bit more about my session at Elevate Virtual.
Right. And if you have not registered for Elevate Virtual, you need to register now because the price does go up at the end of the month. And if you register using the link in the description and the code MaríaMercedes, you'll save 25%, which means you can register for Elevate Virtual for $75. You'll get more than 30 sessions, 4 keynotes, $500 in resources for your classroom, a certificate. You can earn college credits, $10,000 in prizes, and a whole lot of fun. So we're super excited that Mercedes is back with us at Elevate. We had a blast with her last year, and we're glad that she's back both in person and virtual. So Mercedes, just tell us a little bit about what's going on in your classroom. What have you been doing these last couple of weeks in your classroom? How many more days do you have?
So we finish school next Thursday with the kids. And the last day for us will be Friday. If you have seen my Instagram, Champion Pre-K Play, you will see that we have a beautiful snake. Actually, we saw something amazing yesterday. So the snake changed skin in front of our eyes. And we were like, what? And guess what? I have my telephone handy and I'm like, let me record this. So if you know me, I bring animals into the classroom. That's a way for me to teach a lot of different concepts. But the most important one is to feel that motivation and to really engage into hands-on learning. I love bringing animals. I used to be afraid of animals. The animals that I bring into the class, I used to be afraid of them. So now I bring tarantulas, hissing cockroaches, snakes, rats. So just a little bit crazy, but it's awesome for the kids to learn new things and to really learn about the planet and respect the animals. And the most important thing is not to be afraid, because when you're afraid of animals, you're going to be afraid of learning too. So that makes a huge difference in the kids really feeling that they don't need to be afraid. They need to be respectful. They need to be careful, but they don't need to be afraid.
I love that. I love that idea, because I think it's such a great way to boost confidence for our kids. Because you're right. So there is always some fear and hesitation. What if I can't do it? What if I get it wrong? What if I give the wrong answer? So I'm probably not going to bring a snake into my classroom, but I love that you do, and I love that idea that if you're scared of the animals, you'll be scared of learning. I think that's so true, because just today, one of my students, he's one of my more spicy little friends, somebody said something to my kids in the hallway about how smart they were, and this little boy in the back of the line he made a remark and said, "I'm not smart," and it's like I talked to him for the longest time about it, and every kid in our classroom is brilliant, and we're all brilliant in our own ways. And so I love that you're using animals to build that confidence and kind of teach that idea to overcome some fear, right? I love that.
In our culture, there's a lot of animals that, all the parents are very scared of the snakes. Oh, hissing cockroaches. My goodness, are you crazy? But we want to make this learning meaningful, and we want to make sure that the students know that, okay, if we're learning about something, how can I make it more meaningful, that to bring what we're learning about into the class? So it goes, both ways with the families. They're like, what? I had a parent one time telling me, hey, good luck, my kid is never going to, he doesn't like reptiles. And I was like, okay. So then he's with the snake right here in the picture, like, maybe he didn't like them, maybe he was afraid, because we are giving that to our kids. We are, even though we don't want to, we are transmitting that. Oh, I'm afraid of this, the child is going to be afraid of that too. So to me, it's very important that they understand that fear goes with learning. And if you're afraid, you're not going to want to try. You're not going to try to, make that challenge, say, I can do it. So it is awesome for me. Yeah, it is crazy. The snake escaped a few times, but
No, not the escaped snake.
as my friend, my neighbor Stephanie, she's like, oh my God. But that recover. Everything is fine.
I love that. Well, and it has to be so exciting for the kids. And I'm thinking, here we are at the end of the school year, and how we're all pulling out all the stops to keep our kids engaged, to keep things as smooth as possible at the end of the year. Like, I'm clearly dressed as a mermaid because we did Mermaid Day today. We've never done this, but I was like, I want to do something to keep the kids going, right? So I love that. It's fun, it's motivating, and I just think that is such a great attitude to have about overcoming those fears. So yeah, I love that. And listen, y'all, that's what Elevate is all about.
Exactly.
It's all about those learning moments, those aha moments, and overcoming fears. And so one of the things I love about the sessions at Elevate, both in person and virtual, is you're going to learn so many new things, and some of them are going to be very scary to you. Mm-hmm. Whenever I talk about flexible seating and getting rid of tables and desks, people freak out because it's scary. But hopefully what we hope from Elevate is that you take some of these scary ideas and bring them back to your classroom and try something new and overcome those fears. So I love that. So if you're not registered for Elevate Virtual, you need to do it now, because the price does go up at the end of May. Elevate Virtual is a 90-day on-demand virtual conference that kicks off June 1st. You have access through August 31st. It's $100, but if you click the link in the comments in the description and use the code MaríaMercedes, you'll save an extra 25% off, so you'll get $75 for your registration. You're going to get 90 days access, more than 30 professional development sessions, 4 amazing keynotes, $500 worth of digital downloads for your classroom, which is worth more than the ticket price itself. So you might as well register, because you're going to get $500 in products for your classroom, $10,000 in giveaway. You get a certificate of attendance, and you can also earn college credits. So you don't want to miss out. So click the link in the comments or in the description and use the code MaríaMercedes to get registered for Elevate for $75. And don't forget, you can also win a free ticket to Elevate Virtual, or you could win a free Groovy planner from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. All you have to do to enter is hit the share button, invite your friends to join us, and get in the comments. So the more you share and the more you comment, the more chances you have to win some awesome prizes tonight. All right. So Mercedes, tell us about your Elevate session. What are you going to be teaching us at Elevate Virtual?
Well, I'm very passionate about this session. As I told you before, I teach pre-K, and I I'm going to be talking to you about how to teach letters in a very meaningful, intentional, and systematic way. So I think that sometimes we start pushing things too early. And of course, there's a huge difference between pre-K and kinder. So in kinder, you can go a little faster. They already had a little bit experience. But when you are in pre-K, is the first time they get into the classroom. So the most important thing that we can do for students is to make the learning very meaningful. And I always do this, meaningful. Why? Because if it doesn't go to your heart, it's not going to get in here. So that's why we're talking about snakes. Those kids are talking about snakes and the letter S and everything that is happening because that's being meaningful to them, is making a connection to their heart and to their brains. So we are going to be talking about doing it in a very intentional way. So not only is going to be meaningful, but it's going to be intentional. So you're going to, of course, have to follow your guidelines at whatever you have to do, but it's going to be intentional. Why are we teaching one letter first and not the other? So I usually start with the letters of their names. So I love making books. So we do class books, and you are going to get a virtual copy of this book. So go ahead, sign in. And this book that is The Letters in My Mouth is it's a book by Dr. Jean, and I love it. I have the letters in my mouth, the letters in my mouth, the letters in my mouth, and I can read. So we get the book. The kids are seeing their names, they're seeing their faces, and they're making a connection. I have another book that you're going to get a copy of, this one too, and this is Brown Bear, Brown Bear. I'm sure you use Brown Bear, Brown Bear in your classroom, Greg, because every kid loves Brown Bear. So then we turn it into a class book, and it's a Brown Bear, Brown Bear. Who do you see? So we get a way to get the students engaged and to really feel that they're part of that learning. So that's how I'm going to be showing you how to teach letters in a very meaningful, intentional, and systematic way.
I love that. Hey, Mercedes, can you do me a favor? Can you hold that first book up again so that people can see what the pages look like?
Look at this beauty. And this
Oh
is
my gosh, that is amazing. I love that.
sign language. You get the name of the students. Then I'll teach you how to do this. The background is there, ready for you to just copy, paste, take the picture, and then you can start your year with the Letters in My Mouth book. I do it, of course, in the computer, and that's another way for them kids to see each other, bigger. But I love having that paper book. Okay, this book is a book that the kids use all year long, and now I need to put my characters because I have a lot of characters in my classroom. This is Mr. Elephant, so he's in the book, and this is Van Gogh. I need to make it way so that way it's like, whoa, that's my challenge for next year. But you know how busy we get.
I love that book. How cute is that? That would be such a great book to create, no matter what grade, for the beginning of the year. And y'all, Mercedes is giving that to us for free. That is
Free.
one of the free resources that you will get at Elevate Virtual. And the only way to get it is to register for Elevate Virtual. That is amazing. I've been so blown away the last couple of weeks as we've done these lives. The free resources that y'all are giving to everybody, they are phenomenal. And that's just part of the benefit of Elevate Virtual. So click the links in the comments in the description. Get registered. Use the code MaríaMercedes to save 25%. And you're going to get these awesome books to use in your classroom, right? Ooh, Rebecca says adding staff that they encounter to the book would be great too. I love that.
Yeah.
Right? That's so cool. I love
single letter ready for you to just take a picture of everybody and anybody that is meaningful to the students, or they're going to get to meet, and then it will be awesome because that's a book that they're going to be reading all year long. And then at the beginning it's only saying, oh, this is Alexis, but they don't have any connection with the letters. They don't know, they don't understand, oh, this is a capital letter, this is a lowercase. But by the end of the year, what you will see with only one book, of course we don't only make one, but it is amazing. By singing, having the book, and really interacting with the kids' names.
I love it. I'm definitely going to be stealing that book for my class next year. I love that. Love it. Love it. What else do you have to show us?
Okay, so another thing that we do for letters, you know how phonological awareness is so important because the kids, that's the way that we're setting a strong foundation for reading and writing. So when we're teaching letters, we want to make sure that we go into the phonological awareness continuum. And I always like to use different things to play with sounds. So this is something that I use for syllables. So instead of just clapping the syllables or doing other ways of this or counting, I bring my little friends. So this one will help me with Mercedes. So sometimes the kids are not even looking at me. They're not even looking at the name. They're not even thinking about it. They're like, "Ooh, I want that. I want to play with this." So in my Instagram, you will see the kids playing with the names and then using syllables. I do other toys. And these are not, people ask me all the time, where do you get this? So remember, we talk about being intentional. This is not something that you go to a place that sells toys for kids for learning, you know, to do the syllables. This is something that you're walking at the store and you're like, ooh, I could use this for syllables. Ooh, you know what? Let me use this one for syllables. I have a dinosaur. Let me see if I find it over here. Look at this one. And this is just candy. And the kids go like, what? Look at it. What? It's a lot of different toys to play and make that connections with the names, with the syllables that is going to then going to, okay, those are letters. So a lot of different toys and uh, gadgets that we use in the class to make it more meaningful for the students.
I love that. And you're so right. Like, we have to be intentional because when we go into any store, like we need to be looking at things in different ways, right? Like, no matter what store, Home Depot, Walgreens, wherever, like sometimes I think it drives Jason crazy because like everywhere we go, I'm like, ooh, that could be a center. Ooh, that could be a game. Ooh, I could use that. Like my teacher brain is constantly going because I'm constantly looking for new fun ways to teach in the classroom. And I love the clapping toy. That thing is adorable.
And you
Like,
know, they don't need to be expensive.
right.
The other part that sometimes we're thinking, how much do you pay for that? You know, this was $3.99, maybe $2.99 on sale at Walgreens. And you know, you're like, okay, let me get 3 of this. Let me show you something else because I love hats. And this a hat, I use different hats for reading in the classroom. And you know, reading connects to that whole letters, you know, you're telling a story, but then they understand that, oh, now that's reading. And I wear a hat every time I read, a different hat every month. I don't change it every day, it will be too much. But this hat that is just hilarious, my husband found it at the corner store. So sometimes gas stations are awesome for little things that you can find. So it wasn't another, you know, I went to the toy store, no, at the gas station, and I got my reading hat that I love. And it's like, okay, this is another one of my reading hats. I'm like, why do I wear crazy hats? People may wonder. Because you know what? I want to get that attention. And
Yes.
I get that attention of like, what do they have? What is, then they start concentrating on other things. That's why my hats could be a little bit crazy, just to, you know, get that attention from the students. And they love the hats. At the beginning, of course, this is my hat, but then I put it down there, and then you will see the kids wearing the hats while they read, and they is just part of the classroom.
And it's so simple. That's the other thing is that put on a hat, and kids they're like, it ups that excitement. And one of the things that I've learned as I've been, studying the brain and learning about the brain is when we can get the kids laughing and get that dopamine going, their stress level lowers and their gate opens and they're much more able to learn. And so putting on a hat, they're going to laugh at you, but guess what? That dopamine goes. their stress level, their brain is ready to learn. I love that. And it's simple. And that's the great thing about Elevate, is that everything that our presenters are going to share with you is simple, real, classroom proven things that they're doing in their classrooms. Everything we do at Elevate is designed to go right back into your classroom immediately, right down to the decor. Like,
Yeah.
all of our decor at Elevate in-person events is DIY. So it's all about easy, real, simple things that you can do in any classroom, in any school. And it's all based in research. Everything is research-based. So you cannot miss out on Elevate Virtual. Click the link in the comments and the description to get registered. Use the code MaríaMercedes to save 25%. That will get your ticket down to $75. And listen, y'all think about how many ideas you've already got tonight in this live. Now, imagine how many you're going to get when you multiply that by more than 30 sessions. That's what you're getting at Elevate, plus $500 in downloads, $10,000 in giveaway, a certificate of attendance. You can watch it on your computer or on our new app on your phone. So we've made it even easier to access Elevate and all of this amazing content. So get registered. Don't miss out. And if you have not yet done it, you need to hit the share button, because we're giving away a ticket to Elevate Virtual, a groovy planner from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord, and breaking news, we have a third giveaway prize now. Somebody's going to win 2 notepads of your choice from Berto & Co. as well. So we've got lots of prizes to give away, and it's super easy to get those prizes, to get entered. All you have to do is hit the share button and join us in the comments. So the more you share and the more you comment, the more chances you have to win a ticket to Elevate Virtual, a groovy planner, or 2 notepads of your choice from Berto & Co. And there they are on the screen. I use these all the time. This is how I document. This is where I'm making my documentation, my anecdotal notes, my small group documentation, everything. It's all being done with these notepads and clipfolios from Berto & Co. So you can check those out, but you can also win a couple tonight. So hit the share button, join us in the comments. I saw somebody talk about funky headbands. People are loving the ideas, Mercedes. I'm pumped. My thing clearly is costumes. I love a good costume in the classroom. That's one of the ways that I get kids excited. But you said something earlier that, like, you have to get it here so they can get it here. And I think that's one of the things that we're all struggling with as we're being bombarded with pacing guides and curriculums and tests and all the stuff. But even with all the stuff, even with the curriculums, guess what? I can teach my scripted curriculum with a hat on.
Exactly.
And you're going to help get it here so they can get it here. And so I love that you're talking about that and that intentionality.
And something very important, and you just mentioned it a minute ago, is just simplicity. We need to understand that we're teaching early childhood. Kids don't really care about all the fancy stuff. They care about this. They care about this silly hat. Can I wear the hat? They care about, can you bring the dinosaur again? Right now, I have a program that is called Letter Leaders, and it's something that I do with my students at the end of the year in pre-K, because that's when they really are ready to challenge themselves. Before, they don't really care. At this time, they're like, oh, I want to be a letter leader. And the kids that are letter leaders, they know all the letters, and it's a whole program. But then the kids are like, where is my button? And in Spanish is this one. And it's like every morning now, it's like, can you put where is it? I'm a letter leader. And it's as simple as this. So we need to go back to the simplicity of teaching. That doesn't mean that it's not meaningful, that is not intentional, that is not systematic, but it's not full of a bunch of things that are going to make me stress out. I'm a very simple teacher. I'm not going to create the beautiful boards. I'm not like that. But I love the silly hat. I love the idea that it's going to take the kids to a different level, but it's going to be easy for me, and I'm going to be able to accomplish what I need to accomplish with what I'm teaching. So everybody has a different style, and that's important. But at the same time, you need to remember that it's all about the kids. It's all about what is meaningful for them. Yes, the curriculum is important, but if you're not touching, if they're kind of like bored, if they're like, who cares, if they don't ask you, or if they don't tell you again, let's do it again, it means that we need to start thinking and then go to Elevate, get plenty of ideas, kind of like recharge, because we all need it. We all need to recharge. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're feeling like, oh my goodness, I can't wait for so many days, I'm counting the days, don't worry about it. Take a break, do what you like to do, but at the same time, remember that it's very important that you learn new things, that you know what is happening, that you know what is the research saying about whatever you're teaching, because that's what is going to give you the foundation and the strength to continue doing what you need to do, with everything else punching you, you know, from all over the place. But you will feel like, okay, I have it, because I have that research, I have the foundation of what I need for my students.
I love that. I think those are powerful words. We all need a break, but we also know teacher brains never stop. And so that's the great thing about Elevate Virtual is you have 90 days on demand access. So you can watch Elevate Virtual anytime, anywhere from June 1st to August 31st on your computer or on the new mobile app. So we've made it super easy. And so take a break and then jump into Elevate Virtual. Or if you're like me, like as soon as the school year's over, like I'm ready to start thinking about next year and I get going. But you're right. We all need new ideas. We all need to recharge. We all need that spark of creativity. And I've seen so many comments over the past few weeks as we've done these lives where, people are talking about how great the lives are and how it's exciting. And there was one here tonight about, oh, these preview sessions are getting me excited for next school year. That's the power of Elevate. Yeah. And imagine if these short little Facebook lives that we're doing, if these are sparking your creativity and uplifting you and encouraging you, imagine what you're going to get at Elevate Virtual, or even Elevate in person if you're coming to in person. Imagine what you're going to get. So if a 30-minute Facebook Live is that powerful for you, think about what you're going to get from more than 30 professional development sessions and 4 keynotes. Plus, you're going to get a bunch of resources to actually use in your classroom. So we're going to help you out. So this is a great way this summer to relax and recharge and spark that energy and that creativity for your classroom.
And you can stop the presentation anytime. So you cannot stop us when we go, to the live, we talk to you and all that, but the virtual is that time where you're like, okay, you know what? I had enough, or let me stop it. Let me look for something. Let me research. Ooh, I got it. So it's a very nice opportunity to learn at your pace, through whatever time, at the pool, watching something, if you do 2 things at a time, and to have that material for a long period of time, because we always complain that we have to do things very quickly. We don't have enough time to implement things. Sometimes we don't have enough time to think about it. So this will give you the opportunity to listen to something different, to sometimes challenge yourself, because we all know that sometimes we hear something that we're like, I don't like that. And then you're like, wait a minute, do I like it? So you can process the information, and then you can go and do the implementation after you really thought about it. And you need to make it your own, because as educators, I don't wear this hat for you to go and get the same hat. I mean, if you want to, go ahead. If you find the elephant, but you may find something better, or you may decide, you know what, I don't like hats, I want scarves, or I'm going to do an apron. Whatever works for you, because that's the important thing about teaching. And that's why we do all these presentations, because we want to share what we know, what we have done, for you to make it your own. And you may make it better, and then tell us, hey, I made this and this is even better, because that's how we learn from each other. And we are all in the classroom, so we need that.
I love that. And listen, y'all, if you haven't yet registered for Elevate Virtual, you need to do it now, because the price does go up at the end of the month. So right now you can register for $100, but if you click the link in the comments and the description and use the code MaríaMercedes, you'll save an extra 25% off. So you'll be able to register for $75. So do it before the end of the month when the ticket prices go up You do not want to miss out on the virtual event of the summer, Elevate Virtual. So click the links and get registered. And as we start to wrap things up here, I want to give you one more chance to enter tonight's giveaway. We are giving away a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. We're giving away a groovy planner from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. And late breaking news, we're giving away, somebody's going to win 2 Berto & Co. notepads of your choice. So easy to enter. Hit the share button. Get it in the comments. There are those amazing, beautiful notepads that we love. And so hit the share button. Get in the comments. The more you share, the more you comment, the more chances you have to win. So I'm going to give everybody 2 more minutes to hit the share button, leave those comments, and then we're going to choose our winners. So Mercedes, closing thoughts, any last inspirational thoughts or ideas or whatever you want to share?
Just enjoy the last days. Enjoy the last days with your kids, because I know we're super busy thinking, let's close this out, let's pack, but you know what? They're leaving us. They go to another grade. So enjoy them.
Right.
Give them time to do whatever they like to do in the class. Read the books that you like. Now, you know what they learn. It's time to just take it easy. Enjoy the last days with your students and have a great time this last few days. If you only have a few days, if you have a month or so, still enjoy it, because next year will be a new year.
I love that. Just step back from all the stuff and just have fun. Enjoy those moments. Listen to those laughs and those giggles and watch those interactions. I think that's the best. Absolutely. Just enjoy the last few days. All right. I think we are ready for some winners. So we'll do Elevate Virtual first. If you are the winner of the Elevate Virtual ticket, you will need to send an email to crystal@elevateyourclassroom.com. crystal@elevateyourclassroom.com. Congratulations to Rebecca Stephanie Clute. I hope I said that right. Rebecca, you have won a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. All you need to do is send an email to crystal@elevateyourclassroom.com, and Crystal will take care of your ticket. If you've already registered, Crystal will just issue you a refund for your ticket. Congratulations, Rebecca. Next up, we have the Groovy Planner from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. Make sure to visit bertoandco.com to grab your clipfolios, planners, and notepads. Sorry, Rebecca, you can't win both.
Go
How
back
funny is
to
that?
She needs to buy the lottery today.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. Congratulations, Stacy. I'm not going to even try your last name because I do not want to mess it up. Congratulations, Stacy G. Go ahead, Marita. Go ahead.
Guerra or Guerra? I mean, it's Guerra.
Okay, there we go. So congratulations, Stacy. You have won the Groovy Planner from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. Stacy, you need to send an email to Jason. Hold on, let me make sure I say it right because I don't want to mess up the email. Jason@bertoandco.com. Jason@bertoandco.com to claim your planner. And finally, somebody's going to win 2 notepads of your choice from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. Listen, y'all need to go play the lottery.
Yeah. Let us know if you win.
Right. All right. Congratulations, Jesslyn Temperley. Jesslyn Temperley, you have won 2 notepads of your choice from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. So, Jesslyn, you'll just send an email to jason@bertoandco.com, and he will help you get your notepads. So, congratulations to all of our winners. If you are in need of a planner or a clipfolio or notepads, head over to bertoandco.com to check it out. Rebecca says if she wins the lottery, free notepads for everyone. So Rebecca's going to go buy a lottery ticket, and we're all going to cross our fingers for her to win. All right, y'all. Listen, if you have not yet registered for Elevate Virtual, do it now. Don't wait because you'll forget. The end of the year will get to you, and then the conference will start and you'll be mad. You'll have FOMO. You'll be blowing up Crystal Hotel. The price will go up. So don't wait. Click the link in the comments in the description. Use the code MaríaMercedes to take 25% off your ticket. Get registered for Elevate Virtual event of the summer. 30 sessions, more than 30 sessions, 4 amazing keynotes, $500 in resources for your classroom. And Maria was showing you the great resources that she's giving everyone for free. You get a certificate of attendance, $10,000 in giveaways. You can earn college credits. Don't miss out. Head over to Elevate Your Classroom. The links are in the comments and the description. Use the code MaríaMercedes to save 25%. Get registered. Don't miss out. We cannot wait to see you all at Elevate this summer. Join over 10,000 of us at Elevate this summer. We cannot wait to see you all virtually and in person. So Mercedes, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. And I can't wait to see everybody.
Thank you all so much for joining us. We know it's a busy time and we really appreciate you hanging out with us. We are so thankful for you and everything that you do in your schools and your classrooms and your communities. Keep up the good work. Keep being inspiring. We are so proud and so honored to be part of this profession alongside of you. I will be back live tonight at 9 o'clock Central Time with Megan and Kara from Integrated K-12 talking about creating classroom experiences. So make plans to join me tonight at 9 o'clock Central Time, and we'll have more giveaways. So we'll see everybody then. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good night.